Born on January 26, 1880, Douglas MacArthur would become one of the most influential and controversial military leaders in history. A man of vision, determination, and relentless ambition, MacArthur's journey through war and command spanned 3 decades and shaped the course of history. He graduated first in his class at West Point, setting the stage for a brilliant career in the U.S. Army. By the end of World War I, MacArthur had already earned the rank of Brigadier General, serving with distinction in the trenches of Europe. The son of a distinguished general, MacArthur was destined for greatness. MacArthur's reputation grew as he led the 42nd Rainbow Division on the Western Front, earning praise for his leadership under fire. But in March 1942, under orders from President Franklin D. Roosevelt, he made the fateful decision to escape to Australia, promising to return. By 1930, MacArthur was appointed Chief of Staff of the U.S. Army. When the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, MacArthur found himself at the helm of forces in the Philippines, overwhelmed yet resolute. And 5 years later, he would undertake the monumental task of building an army for the semi-autonomous Philippines. As head of the UN forces, he orchestrated one of the most daring military operations in history, the Incheon Landing, a maneuver that forced the North Korean army to retreat. What followed was a bitter retreat. MacArthur's career took a dramatic turn in the late 1930s when he returned to active service. Just before the U.S. entry into World War II, in April 1951, MacArthur was relieved of his command, a controversial decision that ignited debate across America. As Supreme Commander of Allied forces in the Southwest Pacific, he launched an aggressive island-hopping campaign, bypassing strongholds and driving the Japanese back. From World War I to the Korean War, MacArthur's leadership, strategies, and indomitable spirit shaped the American military and global history in profound ways. Though he couldn't prevent the Japanese landings, MacArthur's forces made a last stand at Bataan. "I shall return," MacArthur famously vowed, and return he did. His audacity and strategic mind would prove critical in retaking the Philippines in 1944 against the advice of his superiors, and in doing so, he helped turn the tide of the war in the Pacific. After Japan's surrender, MacArthur oversaw the occupation and reconstruction of the country, helping lay the groundwork for Japan's transformation into a modern democracy. But MacArthur's most dramatic moment would come with the outbreak of the Korean War in 1950. However, his pursuit of victory would take him to the Chinese border, where MacArthur's forces were met with overwhelming Chinese intervention. MacArthur's advocacy for an invasion of China and his calls for the use of nuclear weapons pushed President Truman to make a decisive move. After his dismissal, MacArthur returned to the U.S., where he delivered a famous speech before Congress declaring, "Old soldiers never die. They just fade away." Douglas MacArthur passed away on April 5, 1964, but his legacy lives on. Controversial, brilliant, and always bold, General Douglas MacArthur remains a giant of American history, forever remembered for his unwavering commitment to victory and his vision of a better post-war world.